and welcome back to the most amazing channel on the internet. I'm your host Rebecca Felgate, and today we're talking about the top 10 worst things convicts have said to a judge, and well, things can get pretty heated. Before we get into this video, why don't you guys let me know what your favourite prison documentary or drama is? I for one am loving the new season of Orange is the New Black, but this is real life in this video. So, if you guys want to leave us a comment, I would love to read them. Sometimes we read them out at the end of videos. Also, while you're down there, why don't you like and share this video with a friend? Also, if you guys want to connect with me on social media, my Instagram should be somewhere in the video, and there's a link to the top 10 Instagram in the description box. Alright, coming in at number 10, we have I'll Kill You. This video was uploaded to YouTube in 2010 and shows a convict going off on a female judge who is having none of him. The video has had nearing 11 million views and 11,000 thumbs up. Basically, the convict is standing trial for attempted murder and has a bit of a hissy fit in court. He says this to the judge.
I don't need it. Listen to me. You don't let me out of here, I'm gonna kill you. I'm a Jew. I'm gonna take your life if you don't let me out of here. Okay? I'm done.
I hope you could make that out over all the beeps we had to add there. He then says this.
What's your pleasure? What do you want from me? Where's Sabina? What the is she? If you don't let me out of here, I'm gonna kill you.
Right. So really, does threatening to kill your judge actually help? No. Nice one, you've probably just earned yourself a life sentence. Coming into number 9, we have the convict who threatened to rape and bomb a judge. In May 2017, it was revealed that a Salt Lake City convict, 47-year-old Norman Eric Pierce, sent a threatening letter to the judge who sentenced him to 2 years in jail. The note to the judge was a threat to rape her and blow up her courthouse. A second letter outlined that Pierce had 15 guns and tons of ammo. He said that he would blow up pregnant women, old people and kids. How he was going to manage to do that from a jail cell, we aren't sure, but this has to be one of the worst things ever said to a judge. What a maniac. This little stunt gave him extra time. He was already serving 2 years along with violating his patrol and trespassing. He also had charges of making threats of terrorism and an assault against an elected officer added on. Next up, Judge Vanessa Dixon probably wished that this guy would say it and not spray it. We have the convict who spat at number 8. In 2009 in Bourbon County, a man with the last name Webb was being tried for attempted murder. Prior to the spitting incident, Judge Dixon had said, "There is no way I'm going to try this case or have further proceedings where I have to see you for one further second." Okay, have a watch. This is what happens.
I don't want to try this case or have any further proceedings or I have to see you for one further second. Set preliminary hearing for next week. Charge.
That's right, the judge is visibly shocked. Initially she sends Webb away, but then she calls him back to make him watch her wipe the spit from her face. Coming in at number 7, we have unprofessional and desperate. While it may not sound as harsh as some of the insults and actions on this list, I think that actually this more eloquent put down from a convict is pretty cutting. Teenager Anthony Allen was standing trial for the murder of Renee Greco when he read out a statement attacking. Teenager Anthony Allen was standing trial for the murder of Renee Greco when he read out a statement attacking Niagara County Judge Sarah Saposa.
Judge SPAT changed the wording of the indictment with the hopes that her influence as a judge and her intimidation as an authority figure would do the trick and persuade the jury into convicting me. But in reality, to any observant person, she made herself look unprofessional and desperate.
Allen, who beat Greco with a table leg, apologized for his actions to the girl's family. To the judge, he had this to say. Judge SPAT changed the wording of the indictment with hopes that her influence as a judge and her intimidation as an authority figure would do the trick and persuade the jury into convicting me. But to any observant person, she made herself look unprofessional and desperate. Following the attack, the judge replied with nothing but his sentence, 25 years to life. Coming into number 6, we have the woman who launched at a judge. A video of a woman who attacked a judge at a court hearing in southern Kentucky was uploaded to YouTube by the Associated Press in July 2011. At first, the Monticello judge is heard telling the woman who was there for a divorce hearing that she will be held in contempt of court if she keeps on interrupting. The woman then interrupts yet again, so the judge says that she will be arrested for contempt of court.
Miss Hardwick,
No.
you will be held in contempt of this court if you become
I don't
disruptive.
care.
The woman then loses it and launches herself at the judge, trying to scratch out her eyes.
Go now.
The woman is hit in the face and taken down by police officers who then escort her out of the courtroom. Coming into number 5, we have the N-word. Racial slurs are vile and never acceptable. What idiot would dream of using one in court in front of a whole bunch of witnesses and a judge? In January 2016, New York Daily News uploaded a video to their YouTube channel of a Kentucky judge holding a man in contempt of court. As Judge Olu Stevens is trying a separate person, the defendant screams a racial slur. We obviously aren't going to play that part of the clip, but when the defendant in question gets to the stand, this is what the judge has to say in response.
Is there something that you wish to say to me?
No, it's my brother.
Oh, was that to your brother?
Yes,
Because I
sir.
heard you say a racial epithet.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
Oh, you didn't mean it like
No.
that? Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to hold you in contempt of court for having said that. And you don't speak those words in here.
Yes,
and
sir.
that word particularly,
Yes,
you
sir.
don't use that word. I'm going to give you 60 days for having used that word. Hold you in contempt right now for having done it in this courtroom. It's disrespectful. Don't ever do it again.
Good on you, Judge Stevens. That's an absolute hard no to racism. Next up, we have threats made to Judge Amber Wolf. I actually really like Judge Wolf. She featured on a previous top 10 I did about the top 10 judges who lost it in court. So I guess kind of the reverse of this video. She spoke up for an inmate who was detained wearing no trousers and was denied female hygiene products. Anyway, here she is again being a sasspiration in the Jefferson District County Court, this time with a crazed convict threatening to kill her and her family.
What you think where you live at? What you think at? None of that. I ain't do.
So you're saying you're gonna find out where I'm out?
None of that. You got something, I'll be out.
Okay.
Who knows what you'll be able to make out from this absolute ramble and between those beeps. Now this guy is a triple homicide suspect. His voice is really weird, not that that's the focus here, but he sounds as if he's been hit in the face with a golf club. Judge Wolf lodges his threat and notes it for future sentencing. She serves him with contempt of court.
That was a threat against the court. I think that I'm asking the county attorney's office to take that into account and consider what to do with that.
Absolute queen, don't bow down to threats. This video was uploaded to YouTube by Fox News in September 2016 and has so far received 6 million views. My favourite comment from the video is from Marcel Wormsley, who wrote, "Wow, way to go, Judge. It takes a big person to remain professional and even courteous through all of that. And a threat as well. She's better than I am." Sometimes actions do speak louder than words. We have the defendant who threw a backpack at the judge. A defendant denied the chance to get a lawyer for themselves and then attacked the judge, offering him time to get one. In July 2011, June Carson stood before Judge Marilyn Cassidy in the Cleveland Municipal Court and then threw a full heavy backpack at her, sending the whole courtroom into meltdown. She isn't hit, but we do see her duck under the table to try and get away from the projectile. By her reaction, it seems like she thinks the defendant may have a weapon, and this is just the beginning of an attack. Luckily it wasn't, and the man was apprehended. The man was jailed and held in contempt of court. Next up, we have a crippling disease for Judge Barbara Walther. Warren Jeffs is a convicted felon and child molester. The former president of the Fundamentalist Church of Jesus Christ of the Latter-day Saints was placed on the FBI's most wanted list. He was charged with incest, sexual assault, and sexual misconduct with minors. 2 of Jeff's children have publicly accused him of sexually abusing them. In his court hearing in 2011, which sadly for the purpose of this video wasn't recorded, but this is what Jeffs had to say. He threatened the Judge Barbara Walther's life. He said something absolutely crazy.
Hers, that's not exactly her name, be of a humbling to know I have sent a crippling disease upon her, which shall take her life soon. A pox, I tell you.
He said, "I have sent a crippling disease upon her, which shall take her life soon. A pox, I tell you." Right. He also threatened the court by saying that they will bring more harm upon themselves than they can imagine if they don't cease the proceedings. It seems that Warren Jeffs believed that he was a bit of a prophet, but good old Barbara, the judge for District 51 in Texas, is still very much alive. Finally, coming into number 1, this is so disgusting and pretty endless, we have profanities to the judge. This is such a tirade. In 2014, the Police Center YouTube channel uploaded a video showing defendant Christopher Colon launching an absolute tirade of abuse on the judge. Broward County County Judge John J. Hurley kind of spurs him on in my opinion, but nonetheless the 27-year-old is only making life worse for himself. The defendant, who is appearing before the judge for domestic violence charges and breaking a restraining order, swears at Judge Hurley 20 times. Here are some excerpts.
Oh wait, bring him back please.
And you can go f yourself too. You guys can suck my dick!
He also calls the judge a puss-ass cracker. At one point, a deputy turns off his microphone, but the judge asks for it to be turned back on. As the judge sets an extremely high bond, he then denies bond, ultimately, and then he spurs colon on even further.
Orders. You're going to be held without bond until further order of the court. The court will also...
No problem. Like I said, you guys can suck my dick while you guys had it.
He invited the foul-mouthed convict by asking, do you have anything you'd like to say? And of course he does, he's got loads of horrible things to say.
Is there anything you'd like to say?
You ain't no mother Hitler, man.
Anyway, his lengthy outburst, which includes inviting the judge to perform oral sex on him, got him 364 days in prison for contempt of court. Okay guys, so that was the top 10 worst things said to judges. Are you enjoying these prison style videos? Let me know in the comment section down below. Before I go, I'm just going to read some comments from a recent video, the top 10 scary things robots have said. Jess the Unicorn said, I love this channel, keep up the good work. Thanks Jess. One of our channel sponsors, Foster Dog, wrote, I wonder whatever happened to the guy that was asking if Alexa was recording for the government. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I don't know, perhaps we should investigate. Also, thank you so much for sponsoring our channel, by the way. We love you. Love you. Jessica Torres said, I love Rebecca's narration. Thanks babe. Thank you very much. So guys, once again, do leave a comment if you want to be featured in the next video. But until then, do show me you like this video by giving it a good thumbs up, sharing it with a friend, and staying subscribed for more most amazing lists.